Hello everyone, I'm Rob Mithra. I just want to start off by saying thank you to everybody who was so supportive with the video I put up looking at the white boxes, the white Giga Lion, and the Echoes of Death. Thank you very much. I hope that was informative to people who were on the fence about those white boxes, exactly what they were, or whether or not Echoes of Death or the Giga Lion were actually worth buying. I think the next one I'll be looking at is the Gorm, and also we're fighting the Hand. The Hand is a very unique fight. So it is the third Nemesis for the settlement of People of the Lantern. So we'll be fighting him, level 1 Hand, this episode. And from there, I think we fight a Gorm next to get rid of Gorm Climate. But I'm always open to suggestions. Maybe we start doing Sunstalker. Maybe we do a Dragon King. Go after these gear sets. Look at them. I don't know. I'm open for where we go from here. So with that said, again, thank everyone so much for their support. I'm always surprised at how many people are enjoying the playthrough, so I'm so happy for that, and I hope these playthroughs help you in this tough time of staying locked inside. I hope everybody gets all their minis painted. I hope this is a great thing to put on in the background as you paint minis. I know I've done so. I love painting the minis, and again, thank you so much for the support, and hopefully the hand fight turns out to be just as enjoyable. Thank you. Here we are, all set up for the Nemesis encounter for the Hand. We drew extra stone columns, grass. He always starts with stone face here, and then 2 random ones. Survivors always start in this very back line for Nemesis encounters, so we have everything all set up. Now the Hand starts, as you can see here, with 10 basic hit location cards, or basic AI cards, because he's level 1. He's got toughness of 15, movement of 5, but he has this special trait in play where movement isn't necessarily used for him. This Ghost Step gives him unlimited move range, and then he moves through survivors and then turns to face them and then does his attack. So let's look at the other things the Hand he uses that is special. He's got this Impossible Eyes, which makes him more unique than any other monster. As you can see, the Hand, every time you would wound him, you do not remove an AI card to the wound stack. Instead, you put a token on this card. And then because he's level 1, if this card ever has 12 tokens on it, you flip it over and you do Respect. Now, he also has 3 of these lens cards. This is the green lens. They're all exactly the same except for the cutler. So what it means is when a survivor that has affinities, when a survivor with an aura has a green aura, meaning that he has more green affinities than anything else, he has a green aura, and then when he hits him, you open up the green eye. And then that affects certain AI cards and hit location cards. So how you get, like I said, you get these auras based on the number of affinities you have. So here's the people we're taking out. We're taking out Ken, who has the complete leather armor. So he'll get +1 to everything and he's immune to bash. And then as you can see in his layout, he has no affinities. Next, we're going to have Chase. Chase is in the complete Screaming armor. So you see he adds 2 to everything and then he can do the skewer. Now, you can see in his gear grid, he has no affinities either. So Ken and Chase will have white auras. And then we have Xander here. He also will have a white aura. He is in the complete Rawhide set, so he gets 1 to everything, and then he can regain survival. And you can see he has no affinities. And then finally Bria, who has a white aura, but as you can see in her gear grid, She has 1 blue affinity, 1 red affinity, 1 green affinity, meaning she'll have a white aura. So that also means she can do the rawhide headband. She also gains the evasion from the rawhide vest and the 1 evasion from the monster grease. Alright, now when you do a Nemesis Showdown, the survivors always act first. So the hand fight is very unique. I don't like this fight at all. I think it's my least favorite fight of the base game. So we're just gonna try to survive it. I don't think we could kill him if we tried attacking him. So with that said, we're just gonna move 1, 2, 3 to get in the grass. 1, 2 to get in the grass. 1 to get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get over here in this grass. And then that is the end of our survivor's turn. Now we go ahead and we draw, okay, AI card for the hand. Now, he has new AI cards for this playthrough. He has these duration cards. Now, duration cards are drawn face down to begin with, and then they are put back on top of the deck and then redrawn again. So when this card is drawn face down, the monster points at the ground. So he is essentially pointing to this spot right here. And then we put this back on the top of the card here. Now, it's the end of his turn. Now it's the survivor's turn. 2, 3. We'll move 3 to get here. They'll stay there. Stay there. Move here. That's the end of the survivor's turn. Now, back to the AI turn. He'll draw this again. Now, when this card is drawn face up, targeted attacks survivor in the right spot. So no one moved into where he was pointing. So then, if the monster does not attack, perform the penalty. So, the penalty is this. It's his basic action. It's his instinct. The hand points to the random survivor. They must roll on the table below. So, we'll roll a 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6, 7 or 8. So, Bria over here. Now she must roll on the table below. She's dead. Skull, that's great. Skull crushes your brain, you die. Okay, so she's dead. That's not good. Okay. Okay. That's the end of his turn. All right. Okay. Survivor phase. Now, I mean, I could be running away, but like I said, he has this ghost step that's just going to let him move anyway. So staying in the grass is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just get him over to here. We'll just back here. The grass is just better. Okay, that's the end of the survivor phase. Now to the monsters phase. Do bullet jabs. Survivor with the most blue affinities, or the closest threat, or no target, the penalty. Closest threat is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 10 away. So these two are both 10 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so closest threat, so he's right there. Okay. So he's going to perform Ghost Step and attack the target. So he is Ghost Stepping and attacking Xander here. So with Ghost Step, It has a limited range. Move the monster until it passes through the target, then stop and turn to face the target. So it's going to just... Or he can't because he'd be off the board here. So he has to go this way, and then turn. So he went this way, then turned. Okay, so he passes through him. Survivors the hand passes through while performing ghost deck suffer 1 brain damage. So Xander has no insanity, so he's going to just trigger brain trauma right away. That is a 5 because we get +2 to all brain trauma rolls. Danger Seizure. You thrash about wildly, dealing 1 damage to yourself and every adjacent survivor. Gain a random disorder and 1d5 insanity. Okay. 1 to the body. So his body is now down to 2. And 1d5 insanity. So that's 2. So he's now at 2 insanity. Okay. And a random disorder, was it? Yes. In a random disorder. So we will grab the disorders. Let's gain a random disorder. Seizures. During the showdown, whenever you suffer damage to your head, you are knocked down. That's just what a seizure does. There you go. Seizures. You are knocked down. Okay. Let's quickly write down seizures here. For Xander. Disorders, seizures. Head damage. Knockdown. Okay. So that's the first part of Ghost Step. Now, any survivors would suffer crit, but that's fine. He didn't end up on anybody. Now he does his attack here, which is 5 speed, 2 accuracy, 2 damage. So we do 5 speed. And the accuracy will be a 4+, so 5 speed, accuracy 4+ with 2 damage. Now he did block. That's 4 hits. He's going to just dodge one of them with his block, and then he's going to dodge one. So let's see, 4 hits here, doing 2 damage apiece. He's going to dodge one and block one. So dodging and wow, okay. That sucks. So I guess he dodges 1 head and dodges 1 body. So that brings his body down to nothing and his head down to 1. So he dodges 1 head and 1 body and then takes 2 to the head, 2 to the body. Okay, that's the end of his turn. Now he stands up. Everybody stands up because we have Fist and Tooth Mastery. So now he's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to try to get into this grass. Unsuccessfully. I don't want to dash with him. It's down to 4 survival. I really don't want to dash. Or should I just dash to get into the grass? Yeah, I'm just going to dash to get into the grass. And then block. So he's down to 3 survival. Dash to get into grass, and now he's blocking. Okay, now it's the hand's turn again. Another duration card. So when this card is drawn face down, the monster casually opens its arms. Okay, so now it's going to go on top of the deck, and we're just going to pass anyway. So when this card is drawn, you face up. Targeted attack all survivors in the right spot. If the monster does not attack every living survivor, perform the penalty. So there's no way we can get him to attack every living survivor, so penalty is going to be performed once again. So I'm just going to leave that, well, here. Okay, so he drew this, put this back on top of the thing here. Block, block, everyone else is passing. Now we draw this again. Here we go. Now he's going to do the penalty. Go penalty again. This is the hand points to the random survivor. They must roll on the table below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On a 10, we re-roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So targeting Chase here with the spear. Okay. Now he rolls on the table. 6. So let's see. Your ribs suddenly twist inward and puncture your heart. If you have no survival, you die. He does have survival. Okay. Otherwise, you lose all your survival and suffer the broken ribs of your body injury. Okay, so Chase loses all his survival. Now he suffers broken ribs. Broken ribs. It hurts to even breathe. Suffer -1 permanent speed. And you gain a bleeding token. So Chase has a bleeding token, and now he's got broken rib. And he gets -1 speed. Okay. That's the end of that. Okay. Block, block. Everyone else pass. Hand's turn. Another duration card. Take your best shot. When this is drawn face down, the monster turns to face away from the most possible survivors. Then it moves 1 space forward and crosses its arms. So it's... Weird. Okay, well, it's going to turn away to face no survivors this way, but he can't move forward, so he moves 1 space forward, hits the foreheads, and stops moving. Who cares, really? Okay. Then, when this card is in play, so that means when it's on top of the deck, the monster gains -10 evasion. If a trap card is revealed for any reason, place the monster behind the revealer. The revealer suffers the following. When this is drawn face up, you draw another AI card. Okay, so he's just going to turn away, gain whatever. I'm not even going to bother attacking him. Back to the survivor's turn. Block, block. So now we redraw this. So when this is drawn, face up, draw another AI card. Okay, draw another AI card. Liver blow, survivor with the most green affinities. That would be no one. Everyone who's left alive has 0 green affinities. Closest threat, that's going to be, who is this, Xander here. Yeah, it's going to be Xander over here. He's the closest threat. And perform Ghost Step and attack the target. So he's going to move here, move through him, turn around. Now he's going to suffer 1 brain damage. This is Xander, so that brings him down to 1 insanity. And now he's going to attack the target. Okay, so attacking the target. This is a 2-speed, accuracy 2+, damage 5. So it's a 2-speed. He's got 2 evasion, so that makes it accuracy 4. He's in the grass. Where did I put the terrain cards? Did I accidentally put them back on the top here? Oh, I think I accidentally put them back on top of the deck. Oops. So, +2 evasion when you're standing in the tall grass. So he's got +4 evasion. So this is a 2-speed with a 6+ to hit. And then, of course, he's blocking 1. 2-speed, 6+ to hit. It's 1 hit. He blocked 1. Okay, that's the end of this card. Okay, so he's going to block. It's the end of their turn. Hand's turn. Thunderbolt right. Survivor with the most red affinities. That's a nobody. Nobody has any red affinities. Closest threat. Again, that's Xander. Okay, this is again 2-speed, accuracy 4+, damage 7. So it's actually a 2-speed, accuracy 8+, damage 7 with him blocking 1. God. So he hit again, but block 1. So, okay, that's the end of this. Block, pass, hands turn. Liver blow. Survivor with most green affinities. Again, 3 people who are alive, no affinities. Closest threat. Again, going to be Xander. So, here we go. 2 speed, accuracy 2 plus, 5 damage. 2 speed, he's got 4 evasion, so it's actually accuracy 6 plus, 2 speed, damage 5. Okay, that's a 9, 1 hit, but he blocked 1. Okay. That's the end of this. Damn. I just realized the person who had the rawhide headband is dead. Oh well. Block, pass, hands turn. Bullet jabs. Survivor with the most blue affinities. Again, our survivors have no affinities. Closest threat. Again, it's going to be Xander. So, this is a speed 5, accuracy 2. So it's a speed 5. What did I say this? Yeah, speed 5. He's got accuracy 4. So it's a speed 5, accuracy 6 plus, damage 2 apiece. Speed 5, 6 plus. That's actually 2 hits. So with only 2 hits, these are miss. This is a hit. This is a block. So this will just be dodged. But I'll roll it anyway. Head, dodge. Spending 1 survival to dodge. Okay. That's the end of this. Survivor's turn. Block, pass, hands turn. Here we go again. Survivor with the most red affinities. None of our survivors have any affinities. Closest threat. It's going to be Xander. No target, the penalty. Well, he has a target. Okay. Oh, I forgot to perform Ghost Step on all these. I just realized it. I hate this fight. So 1, 2, 3. So 4 Ghost Steps. I'll just perform them now. So he's actually going. He goes like this. Xander suffers 1 brain injury. That's 1. Goes back. Xander suffers a brain injury. Gives him brain trauma. Let me roll the brain trauma. Hold on, I gotta grab the chart. Okay, brain trauma. That's a 6. So again, that's another danger seizure. Thrashes about wildly, dealing 1 damage to yourself and every adjacent survivor. Then he gains insanity. So he gains 3 insanity back. So I guess 3 insanity. He gets a random disorder. We'll give him this disorder. This fight is so stupid. But, I mean, fighting him doesn't really benefit you. So he's a rageaholic. Whenever you suffer severe injury, also suffer frenzy brain trauma. So, good for him. Xander's now rageahol. Okay. Rageaholic. Okay. So what is it? Whenever you suffer severe injury, in frenzy. Okay, that's the disorder. So whenever you suffer a severe injury. Okay, so that was 2. I've got to do it 2 more times. So he comes over this way, suffers 1 insanity. So that's down to 2 again. Goes back. Now this is the actual one. So now he's back to 1 insanity. That's the one we're on. right? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, one more. So then he went this way again. That lowers his insanity. This is the one we're on now. Sorry, I forgot to do that. So what is this? This is the one we're on now. So this is a 2-speed, 4 plus, 7 damage. So it's actually a 2-speed, 8 plus. 2-speed, 8 plus. Oh, that's actually 2. So this is the one he gets from block. And then I'll just roll this, but I'm going to dodge it anyway. Head, yeah, I'm going to dodge that. So this will be dodged. Okay, that brings him down to 1 survival. Okay. Let's see, there are... Oh, there's 2 cards left. Neat. Block, block. Pass. What's this? Soft chuckle. The noise fills the survivors with an unprecedented dread. All non-death survivors lose 1 survival and roll on D10. Add each survivor's courage to the result. On a 15 plus, they're knocked down in fear. Okay. That's not even possible with these guys. Yeah, none of these guys have 5 courage. Okay. So, not even possible. So, we're not even going to do that. We're not even going to roll. Let's just do the... All non-death survivors lose 1 survival. Chase had no survival. Xander lost his last survival. Oh, I could have been rolling every time I spent survival to dodge. Doesn't even matter. I'll just roll now. Yeah, doesn't matter. So, he doesn't have any survival. I should have been rolling, but it doesn't matter. So now, otherwise they gain 5 brain damage, suffer -1 accuracy from their shaking limbs, and full move directly away from the monster. And then the thing closes all of its lenses. Okay, so otherwise they suffer 5 brain damage. Okay, that's all of the insanity for everybody has no insanity. So, okay, everybody's just going to do brain trauma, and they're all going to get -1 accuracy, and they're all going to full move away. That takes them out of the grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That they run into the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run into the wall. Now they're all going to get brain trauma. Okay, let's do brain trauma for all of them. Brain trauma for Ken first. Okay, brain trauma. That's a 10. Frenzy, gain 1d5 insanity. So he's going to gain 4 insanity. Okay, that's 4 insanity. Gains 1 speed, 1 strength. He ignores slow. And he can't spend survival, he can't use fighting arts, can't use weapon specializations or weapon masteries. Lasts until the end of the showdown. Okay, whatever. Now for Chase, brain trauma. 12. Clarity, you are knocked down. Add your current survival to your insanity and reduce your survival. Does no one's survival? No. Gain a disorder. Okay, Chase has no disorder, so he's going to gain a disorder, otherwise he would have died. So he gains a disorder. I hate that the 12 one is like bad. Like when you accept darkness you get +2 to all those rolls. I know it makes it so you can never die, but like why also make the 12 bad? I mean it's not terrible, but you can still die from it, very likely. Corporal Lila. I don't know how to say this. Corporally Lila? I have no idea how to say this. Cop roll, whatever, doesn't matter. All your gear is noisy. You are always a threat unless you are knocked down, even if the effect says otherwise. Okay, that's weird. don't remember this. This is like my 4th complete playthrough too. Okay. So everything's now noisy. Disorder. Always noisy. And threat. Okay. Now for Xander, brain trauma. That's a 5. Brain trauma 5. Again, danger seizure. This is the 3rd time he's gotten this. Okay, danger seizure. You thrash about wildly and you 1 damage to yourself, to the hands. 1 damage to the hands, so he's down to 2, or arms, whatever. And then what? Gain 1d5 insanity and disorder. So he gains 4 insanity. 4 insanity. Disorder. Clarity doesn't even give you back insanity. It's terrible. I guess it makes sense because it is called clarity, but still. Okay. Random disorder. Anxiety. At the start of each showdown, gain the priority target token, and unless you have stinky gear. Oh, unless you have stinky gear in your gear grid. So, who's getting? Oh, Xander's getting anxiety. Now he has 3 disorders. See, now he could die. If he would have rolled a 10, he can die from now on, which is just stupid. Okay, anxiety. It's priority target. Unless stinky. Okay. That's anxiety. Okay. And that's the end of that turn for his soft chuckle that he had here. So, everybody ran away from the monster. Now the monster closes all of its eyes. Okay. This is the last card, so I already know what it is, so I'm just going to pass. And now we get to applause. Alright, at the start of the showdown, you place this card face down on the bottom of the AI deck, which I did. The survivors fall to their knees in agony, their bones suddenly twisting and changing. For each survivor, cure all broken injuries and roll 1d10. Okay. We'll do all broken injuries. I think, well, Bria's dead, so she had a broken rib. I don't think anybody else has a oh no, Chase got a broken rib. So we'll cure a broken rib for Chase. So he no longer has -1 speed. Get broken rib. Good for you, Chase. You're cured of your broken rib. And now we roll a 1d10. Is it for each survivor? For each survivor, cure all broken injuries and roll 1d10. The survivors are victorious. So we beat the hand. Now we roll 1d10. First off for Ken. That's a 6. He gets +1 permanent strength. Right? Ken's at 3 strength. Okay. Now we roll for Chase. It's an 8. +1 permanent strength, accuracy, evasion, and a random fighting art. Yeah. Strength, accuracy, evasion, and a fighting art. So, Chase. You now have 2 accuracy, 3 strength, 2 evasion, and you're going to gain a fighting art. Alright. Fighting art, fighting art, fighting art. Acrobatics. Okay. So, acrobatics. When you are adjacent to the monster, you may spend your movement to place your survivor on any space adjacent to the monster. Pretty neat. Fighting arts, acrobatics. Okay. And one more person. Xander. Oh. Oh no, 7+, that's right. So he also gets the good thing. Okay, Xander. Too bad you have like so many disorders. You're also going to have 2 accuracy, 3 strength, 2 evasion. Okay. Go there. And a random fighting art. Come on, Xander. Get something shield related since you already have 2 shield proficiency. Unbreakable. Is that shield related? Tank related? Sounds like it, but let's see. Once per lantern year, you may ignore one of your severe injury rolls. If you do, you gain a disorder. Neat. Okay. That's unbreakable. So let's write that down. Fighting arts. It's unbreakable. All right. Which is just ignore severe injury, gain, disorder. Okay. That's the fighting arts that we gained. Okay. Now we do rewards because that's the end of the showdown. So let's see what happens. So showdown with the hand. Showdown with the hand. Rewards. The hand hesitates before leaving. Roll 1d10 and consult the table below. Or, well, here. Any survivor can immediately select fist and tooth weapon proficiency regardless of their age. None of these, I don't need to do that with any of these people. So then they all gain +1 hunt experience. No one hit anything, so there's no weapon proficiency. And then now we do this rewards table. Roll 1d10 on the table below, and the group gains listed resources or gear. So, here we go. Rolling a d10. 8. The hand is a sore loser and punts a broken lantern. A random survivor suffers a random severe head injury. Add 1 scrap to the settlement storage. Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do about that. I am going to ignore that with Unbreakable. How about that? Oh, does it say a random survivor, or can I choose? If I have to be random, let's hope it's Xander. Why did I close the book? Okay. A random survivor suffers a severe head injury. Come on, Xander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is Xander. Alright, good. He's going to ignore the severe head injury. And gain a disorder instead. Alright, let's ignore the severe head injury and gain a disorder instead. And we'll get our scrap. Good. Stupid sore loser. Why do you gotta kick a lantern in my head? And to the guy you were like punching his shield the whole time, no less. What a jerk. Narcissistic. Do I want this? So narcissistic. You may not wear armor at the head location. If you are wearing armor at the head location when you gain this disorder, archive it. Okay, so I can't even gain it. Because he is wearing the rawhide headband. Okay, so what a joke that disorder just was. Doesn't even make sense. Okay. Okay, so I couldn't even gain the disorder. Really would have wanted to get rid of like Rageahol, but that's okay. Or anxiety. Nah, Rageahol would be one to get rid of. Oh well. So that's the end of the showdown with the hand. That was typically how you do it because the rewards for applause are absolutely awesome. So you want to just last it out. And hitting him doesn't really do anything. Hitting him just would trigger this impossible eye, and then that would trigger this. The respect thing. But it's not good. So, applause is much better. So, that is the end of the hand showdown, and we will move on to the settlement phase. Alright, so here's our settlement. Don't really have too much set up here because we're only going to be doing like one thing. That's it. We don't have any resources to do much of anything because the Hands of Heat last settlement. So, and there's nothing planned for this year. This is just a blank year for us. So, do this quick 9 cards out for this. Oops, forgot to shuffle. So the 9th card is what we'll be picking for the settlement event. So let's do this quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my. We got Weird Dream. So, yeah, with Weird Dream, if you were the only player the survivor dreams about a giant man that controls their lives from the darkness above, all departing survivors gain +3 insanity. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to just ignore this, even though I know you're not supposed to. Yeah, it's so dumb because there's no way for me to unlock this. Let's see. So for Weird Dream, selects a player and storyteller, and they tell the survivor to be the dreamer. So let's see. What do we do? I'll be the storyteller, and survivor will be the dreamer. So we'll just choose Ken. He's a dreamer, and he has a dream about some kind of noise, and it's the Devil's Symphony. That's what it's about. Oh, hey, what do you know? It was also that was told very well. It's amazing. I'm not going to gain the endeavors because you're not supposed to gain anything from doing this. If you're playing solo, you just dream about that dream. But I need to mention that it's a well-told story that involves a weird dream, so I can unlock this symphony thing. So during the weird dream, a storyteller tells a well-told account that includes the dreaming survivor hearing a devil's symphony. Okay. Still possessed by restless sleep, snatches of the tunes spread, humming in every under the stone face and blah 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 blah. Okay, so permanently add the Infernal Rhythm Fighting Art to your Fighting Art deck. Survivor gains Infernal Rhythm Fighting Art. Okay, so Ken has the Infernal Rhythm Fighting Art, and this is now, this Metric Symphony milestone has been completed. So we'll put that back here in the milestone conditions, and we get this Fighting Art. Infernal Rhythm Fighting Art. So you may spend an action to play an instrument in your gear grid. Reveal the next 3 monster hit locations, put them back in any order. Whenever you activate an instrument, gain a lantern token. the start of another survivor's act. You may spend 5 lantern tokens to stir their blood, and they gain a movement and an action. So, this is now permanently added to our Fighting Arts deck. So I'll go ahead and add this. There we go, permanently added. And Ken gets the Strain milestone for Infernal... What was it? Infernal Rhythm, right? Yeah, Infernal Rhythm. Fighting Art. Neat. Now, we have no instruments, so we'll have to make one. But that's very cool. So that's the Weird Dream event. Okay. Now we do Gorm Climate. So here we go with Gorm Climate. Because we still have to do this every single time. It's a 7. 7-month have Huddle, yes. Huddle inside, Razor Winds, Pummel the Settlement, put some Home Endeavors. Okay, I don't think we're doing any Home Endeavors. So that's just a moot thing. Alright, so now we will do our first thing to innovate. And from last time, we had a regular monster hide that we saved, a love juice that we'll be spending, and the Century Fingernails we got from the Dung Beetle last fight as our bone. And that will allow us to innovate. So we'll get out the innovation deck here. Whoops. We'll draw our 4. 1, 2. Oh man. I don't I just want cooking. Okay, so Shrine. Might take Shrine. We also got Bloodletting, which just not going to take Bloodletting, so this is a no. We also got Storytelling, which I think we might take Storytelling. Because it increases our survival limit. But I think we'll just take Nightmare Training. Okay, so we'll take Nightmare Training for our innovation. There's nothing to add to the deck. So we took Nightmare Training. Okay. That now. Now we just have 4 endeavors to spend, because I'm not going to take the Weird Dream bonus, because you're not supposed to get it when you're playing solo, but at the same time there's no other way for me to get that Infernal Rhythm without doing the Storytelling thing and then mentioning the Demonic Symphony. Okay, so now we do Gorm Climate. Or no, we already did Gorm Climate. Now we just spend these 4 resources just to scrap scavenge. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. Okay. So, who could benefit from Courage? Chase. Arrow could. 8. So, an 8. Gain a Broken Lantern. Okay. So that's 1 Broken Lantern. Uh, 5. Spend 1 survival or die. We'll do Ken now. Ken can do it. A 6. That's 2 Broken Lanterns. Ken can do it again. And he spends 1 survival or dies. So he's down to 3 survival. Okay. And that is it for the settlement phase. Yeah, nothing really much to do because we didn't have any resources to spend, and We're just trying to get scrap smelting. Or not get scrap smelting, we just want to build a blacksmith. So we need bones, and we got 2 broken lanterns. So that puts us at 5 broken lanterns. And we're going to have Hands of Heat next year as well. So fun times. All right. Thank you all for watching so much. It's always very humbling with all the support this series has been getting. And I will see you in the next Lantern year.